Hey Patreon, this is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. This video will probably end up over on the main YouTube channel, but I thought I would show it to you first since you are Patreon and you get that privilege. I want to show you an herbal tea mix that I use often. I have for several years now, and this was taught to me by an older lady that is very much a master herbalist. I'm not going to mention her name on here because I haven't gotten permission to do that, but she's actually a very well-known herbalist in the herbalist community, and I had the opportunity a few years ago to meet her and get to know her, and she taught me some pretty neat things. So this is a recipe that she gave me, and I want to share it with you. Now, before I get started, I have to tell you, because I know this is going to shock many of you. I am not a medical professional. This is not medical advice. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only, but there's no medical advice whatsoever should be construed on what I'm about to tell you. There are a bunch of, I picked the worst spot. There's like gnats just flying all over me. Sorry about that. Anyway, so this is what I call my knockout tea. This is a tea that you drink before bed, half hour before bedtime, and it helps you sleep. Many people drink chamomile for that reason, and I'm not saying that chamomile isn't good for that. It can, but chamomile's pretty mild. That's something that maybe you'd give a child or someone that doesn't have quite doesn't have a tolerance against different things. You know, some people it takes a little bit more. You know, some people can take, you know, a little Tylenol, not that I take them, and it's enough. And other people could take half the bottle and it's not effective. So this is a little bit stronger than chamomile, and it doesn't just help you sleep. It helps kind of de-stress you a little bit, kind of unwind a little bit. And it also helps with some mild pain, like muscular or even nerve pain. So these are things that I deal with. And some of you know this. I've had a few back surgeries, and I have a condition with my spine. And it gets sometimes where it's difficult to get a good night's rest because of that. And so this is something that works well, and I'm going to show you this, and then we'll talk about it. So it's comprised of 3 herbs. That's very easy. You can grow them or you can purchase them. They're not expensive to get. I typically, we buy our herbs in bulk. I mean, we grow herbs too. Some of them are wild-crafted things that grow wild, and then we grow them in our gardens. But we also purchase them. We usually purchase them by the pound because, you know, it ends up just being a lot cheaper. But the 3 ingredients are St. John's wort. And this is, which one is this? Oh, oat straw. This is oat straw. And then this one is skullcap, okay? So you take these 3 herbs, and I'll leave links down below. The links that I will leave are Amazon affiliate links. You certainly don't have to use those. I get a tiny percentage, because on Amazon it's not very much off of those links, but you can purchase these anywhere. But it's skullcap, oat straw, and St. John's wort. And I do an equal amount, mix them equally. Now, with herbs, unless you're told otherwise, when you're told to mix them equally, you need to mix them by weight, not by volume, because they weigh differently. For instance, skullcap, a pound of skullcap is almost 2 of these gallon-sized bags, okay? That's almost a pound of skullcap, whereas this right here is just under a pound of St. John's wort. So almost twice this is the same weight as almost this right here. So you want to go by weight, not by volume when you're mixing evenly. So if you could buy 3 1-pound bags and mix them all together and have 3 pounds of it total. Or if you want to go by, you know, mix 8 ounces, 8 ounces, and 8 ounces, whatever it is. But you go by weight, not by volume. And you'll end up with a mixture like this. This is my knockout tea. I see my really horrible penmanship there. My wife would be embarrassed because I, look like a doctor's writing. And what I do with this, now this is something that you're going to have to kind of play with it and find the right amount that would work for you. Of course, if you're on any kind of medication, you know, do some research. I don't know if I can even get away with saying this on YouTube, but it's not so much that it's interacting, but let's just give an example. Let's say you're taking a medication to lower your blood pressure, and then you drink a tea, an herbal tea that also lowers blood pressure. The two combined can cause your blood pressure to be too low. So you want to do the research for that. But anyways, so you take this mixture, and I would recommend starting off with maybe a tablespoon per an 8-ounce cup of hot water, and you steep it just like normal. It doesn't have a bad taste, but it doesn't have an amazing taste. It's just kind of like, it tastes like grass, okay? It's not gross, it just tastes like grass. If you want to put a little honey in it or something like that, that's fine too. But remember, when you're putting sugar into it, that's going to kind of, you know, work against the relaxing and keeping you, you know, getting you to go to sleep if you add a sweet, you know, some type of sugar, unless it's stevia. But anyways, I would start off with about a tablespoon in 1 8-ounce cup. And if you see there's no effects the next night, maybe drink 2 cups of that. If there's still no effect, you can double the amount that you put in each cup. You could do 2 tablespoons per cup. This isn't going to make you high, or it's not going to be like taking some kind of painkiller or anything like that, but it can really relax you. When I drink it, I sleep much better. My back is a little looser. I don't have near as much pain. You can tincture this, which is why I didn't mix. I just today just got my new shipment in, and so I'm mixing them. So this is going to be for my tea, and then the rest of it I'm going to make a tincture of it, and I use both of them. So the tea is something that I would just use therapeutically, just on an every night basis. You know, get into the habit of an hour to half hour to an hour before bedtime of having a cup or 2 of the tea. If I was, you know, hurting worse, if my back is tensed up, muscle tension, if I was really struggling, resting and de-stressing and sleeping, I could do a tincture. Take a tincture, because that's more concentrated. You're getting a little bit more of the medicine in your body. Well, a lot more of the medicine in your body. So that's certainly something that you can do. Again, this is not medical advice. This is very mild. It's way more potent than chamomile tea. If you want to mix chamomile tea into it, you can. I mean, you don't have to just go with this. But I found personally that chamomile, while I enjoy the flavor of it, was doing really nothing to kind of relax me or help me sleep. Whereas the St. John's wort, the oat straw, and the skullcap works. St. John's wort, as many of you know, is very good at de-stressing you. It's very good. A lot of people use that instead of some type of antidepressants or things like that. It's very good at kind of, you know, naturally calming you down and everything. The oat straw and the skullcap are called nervines, which they're pain relievers. They're a milder pain reliever, but they certainly are that. And so when you mix the 3 together, you have a pretty good combination to just help you have a little bit more relaxing sleep. This isn't going to work for everyone. Everyone's a little different, and that's the whole thing with herbal medicine. It's not a synthetic pharmaceutical that's made to just broadly fix everybody's problems. This may not work for you. You may have to alter it or do something different. But I have found, at least with the people that I've suggested to do this, they've enjoyed it, and it's worked for them well, and it works for me. And I wanted to share that with you. It's called, I guess, Travis's Knockout Tea. I don't know. It's just what I call it. And like I said, I'll leave links if you're interested, but you don't have to, certainly you don't have to use any of the links that I use, and you can purchase it anywhere or grow it on your own. All right, folks, let me know if you try it. If you try it, let me know if it helps. Give me some feedback, because I always enjoy that. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. I'll do the best I can. I'm no expert, but I'll do the best I can to answer it. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.